Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Manager at Law McArthur 4. The video you're about ready to watch is part one of a three-part series on the 2017 Ford Escape. Now, while recording the video, I'd planned on putting all the S, SE, and titanium information onto one video, but it just got to be too long. So we're going to cover only the standard and optional equipment on the S trim model. And if you're looking for information on the SE or the titanium, you can check out those videos by clicking on the links down in the description on those particular models. So let's go ahead and check out the 2017 Ford Escape S trim model. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to talk about the S model first, and if you're looking for information on the SE and the titanium, I am going to, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to put a timestamp down below in the description of when the SE information starts as well as the titanium. So if you want to skip ahead to those sections, you can. This may be a little lengthy video. I wouldn't blame you one bit if you want to skip ahead. I will start with all of the equipment that's standard on every Escape. Now I'm talking about this S trim model at this point, and so hopefully this is very informative for you, and I'm going to go over standard equipment as well as the optional equipment on each of those trims as we go up, and so hopefully this helps you out. Now starting with the S and every Escape across the board, it's going to give you all, I'm going to give you all the standard equipment. Now first of all, of course, you want to talk about safety, so you do have your airbag system, and I want to cover that. You're going to have your dual stage front airbags, so they're going to come on, and there is a sensor from the seats on those to see how close you are, especially the driver, to that steering wheel and what size airbag it's going to deploy. Because if you're real close, it's not going to deploy the big one because it could injure you. So I like that system. You also do have a driver knee airbag that's going to deploy to really protect those knees from any kind of front collision. You are going to have your airbags on the side of the front seats, those side impact airbags, and you're going to have the rollover airbags too that's going to cover the first and second row from any kind of rollover you might have, and then of course you're going to have the sensors for the rollover too. Now all the S's are going to come standard in a front wheel drive. All-wheel drive option is not available in the S. You have to go up to the SE. Now the engine is going to be a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, 6-speed automatic transmission with select shift, so all your transmissions are going to have that select shift option. On this one, you're going to be able to shift that select shift on the shifter knob that's in the middle of the console. Now also, the gas mileage and such, you're probably wondering that. On the S with the 2.5 liter engine, it's going to get 21 in the city, 29 on the highway, and I'm going to show you how it gets that big highway gas mileage in just a second. Horsepower is about 168 with 170 foot-pound of torque. So it really is the engine to really get you the best gas mileage. Now to get the good gas mileage, it has the active grille shutters, and I really like that all your Escapes are going to have your active grille shutters. And what those are shutters here as well as in the lower part where the air is coming through, and it allows for those to be open when you're in the city, so that way you get a lot of airflow into the engine, keeping it cool, and then it's going to close those up and create a front, in a sense, to that engine, directing all that air around it, so help you get that 29 miles per gallon on the highway. So real nice active grille shutters. I like when they did that on the Focus and some of those other the compact cars to get you those high mileages, so I like that they've done that. Now on the S, in the past you've always seen the S being kind of a base model, in a sense that it's got all that black molded in color on all your accents around it. And they have still gone with some of that, but I've liked that they did add some nice high gloss black finish in some areas, and one of those is here on the grille. You're going to see that high gloss finish, black finish around the outside with some inserts here too. So it looks real sharp. I really like it, and I like that they added that touch to it. Now down here you are going to see that molded in black on the bottom part where there's openings for the airflow to come through for your active grille shutters. Now your headlights are a nice bright spot. It does have your automatic headlights, so they're going to come on automatically as it gets dark. A real nice safety feature, and it's great because in Kansas you're required, of course, to have your headlights on when it gets dark, and so leave it on that automatic setting. You're not going to have to worry about that. So real nice, and you can have configurable and daytime running lights as well, so you can have those on even during the day. So that's nice that it's even standard on the S model. Now let's go ahead and move around to the side here. Now here on the side you will see several spots where you're going to have that black molded in color on those, and that's kind of feels like a flat black in a sense. So you're going to see that on your wheel lip moldings as well as your lower rocker molding around your windows here, mirror caps, as well as your door handles. So it kind of has some of that. You also have it here, but with a chrome accent around it. And I like that they added that chrome, so give a little bit of a luxury so it doesn't look so plain here on the side. Now the standard wheel is a steel wheel, and with the wheel cover that is in that sparkle silver painted wheel cover. Now we elect to always upgrade ours to the 17-inch alloy wheel like this that you're seeing. It is that silver sparkle painted alloy wheel, and we just order all of ours with the wheel. So that's about the only option that we'll add in a lot of our S models is the wheel. So we think it looks nicer, so a lot of vehicles you're going to see from us are going to have those on them already. You do get your power mirror with your integrated blind spot mirror. That's an angled mirror, so you can see those vehicles in your blind spot a little bit better. It does come with keyless entry, standard equipment on your S's, so you're going to have the key fob that helps you unlock and lock the vehicle from a distance, and it even has the red button where you can have the alarm going off so you can find your vehicle a little bit easier. So some real nice equipment here on the side. Let's keep moving around the vehicle. Now moving to the back, starting here at the top, you do have this body-colored rear spoiler is what Ford likes to call it. It's kind of a little lip on it, which is really nice. It has your brake light up here high, also rear defrost with rear wiper. Now this does have your LED tail lights, and you can see the black accent around it, and the tail light even comes clear around. Let me unlock it so you can kind of get a good view of that. So people are going to see coming from this more of the side that you're braking, which comes in handy, and those LEDs are going to be so much brighter. Ford really wants to make sure that people know that you're braking, so I like that they added the LED tail lights. It does have your body colored applique back here, so you're not seeing the black here up here high. It does have your rear view camera, so as you're backing up, you're going to be able to see behind you. Now it doesn't have reverse sensing as standard equipment on the S model. It is optional though, so you can get that. So just be aware of that as you're backing up with an S model, that you're not going to get alerted if you get too close to anything. But if you get the optional reverse sensing, then it'll alert you if you get close to anything. It does have the black molded in down here in the lower part of the bumper, and you have your reflectors down here too. So let's go ahead and open up the tailgate. It's a manual open release back there, and the remote use works for that too. Here in the back, you're going to see the black interior carpeted here on the floor. Now you can get the optional cargo mat that would cover that, and makes it a little bit easier to get things out, or if you get some stains on the mat, you can pull it out instead of having to try to get that out of the bottom part of this. You do have some compartments on both sides, which is really nice. You can get also the optional cargo cover, and that would go back here, and you'd pull it up, it'd lock into place there, and it'd really cover anything up that you have back here so people couldn't see through the back glass and see what you have back there. Protects your valuables. 60/40 split bench seat in there. What's great about that is you have that flexibility. Those seats can lean back a little bit. You can see there's a little gap back there. Gives you that flexibility. Also, they can be folded forward, laying flat, giving you that flat load level and little extra cargo room up there too. Now you will see back here does come standard with the carpeted mats for the first and second row, which is really nice. In some years they've only had the first row having the carpeted mats. You can get the optional all-weather floor mats too as well, and that comes in real handy if you tend to get your the inside of your car a little bit muddy and such. That'll help protect that. And then the front tag bracket is optional equipment, and now in here in Kansas we're not required to put a tag on the front, so we go ahead and leave it back here, but we order in all of our vehicles because we do a lot of out-of-state sales as well. So let's go ahead and move inside now, check out some of the features on the inside. Now here on the interior is where we're going to finish off the S trim model. Now on the interior you're going to have your black interior here with some gray accents you're going to see on the dash here. Also you're going to see black that molded in here on your doors and your door handles themselves. Now here on the interior you have cloth seating surfaces throughout, which is real nice. They're kind of a two-tone. I really like the stitching and how you have your gray inserts on the backrest as well as your bottom cushion, so it looks real nice. Now here are your front seats. You have bucket seats with this console, with a center floor console with lots of compartments there. You have two different shelvings. You can have one here as well as the bigger one. Now you do have a 6-way manual driver seat that gives you, of course, you can pull it front and back, as well as your backrest. It's going to lean it forward and back as well. Now you get that on both seats, but the driver's seat gets a height adjustment too, so you can raise and lower your seat up, and that really helps so that any size driver is going to feel comfortable in this vehicle. Now the second row back there, I mentioned the 60/40 split bench seat. Seats 3 back there, and so real nice and comfortable. Looks like even the middle seat is a pretty good size for that person back there. Now you does have here on the door, you're going to have your power windows, locks, mirror switches. You do get one-touch capabilities for your front windows for the driver over here. Manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so up and down, forward and back, which is really nice, so that way any size driver is going to feel comfortable. Cruise control on the left side of the steering wheel, and you're going to have some audio controls on the right side along with your Bluetooth controls. So this does have the Microsoft Sync technology even on your S model, which I just think is great. It does have a manual climate control, AC as well as your heat here. Really nice AM/FM CD player, has MP3 capabilities. So it does not get Sirius satellite yet. You're going to have to go to the SE to get the Sirius satellite. Has a 4.2-inch LCD screen. That's where your backup camera is going to come into view, and you're going to see all your audio controls up there too. I like that it's right below the windshield, so it's real nice and easy to see. And it's really, as you're looking in your rear view camera, it's just a little glance down at it, so it doesn't take your eyes off your rear view camera much. So real nice there. So that pretty much covers all your equipment that's standard. I even went over some optional equipment on the S trim model. Now we're going to go ahead and do a little walk around of the SE real quick on a different color vehicle, so you get a good view of what the SE looks like, and then we'll go ahead and start talking about the SE equipment. Thank you for watching this video on the 2017 Ford Escape S. Hopefully that gave you some great information on what's standard as well as what's optional on those. Now again, if you're looking for that video on the SE or the Titanium, click the link down below in the description. It'll go to those videos, and you can see exactly what you get when you go to those other trim models. So if you have any questions about this video, you can call or send us a text message at 785-378-5031. And I hope you enjoyed this video on this 2017 Ford Escape S model.